Hello. Okay, so Monday, functional flow. Could be any day, really. Doesn't matter what day it is, but it happens to be Monday. We have a mat, and I also have some 5 pounds weights. Um, Really, anything that you consider to be like a medium-ish weight is a nice thing to keep by. Threes, fives, maybe even eights. But I think that, well, yeah, who knows? Whatever it means to you. So, and then that's it. And then, of course, always anything else that you have close by that's helpful to you. Pillows, like whatever it is, mats, bands, vodka. I don't know. Probably not vodka. I probably shouldn't say that. This is going on YouTube. Okay, so that's all. I just want to make sure I did the right thing. I did. Okay, let's come to the mat. We're starting down on the mat on our backs. Okay? So make your way down to your back. I have my weights close by. And you can bring your knees in towards you and just give yourself a little rock back and forth to wake up the hips, wake up the low back. Take some nice deep breaths. Couple more here. Let yourself roll as far as you want, as far as it feels okay to go. And then come back to the center. And we'll bring the feet down. Similar movement, a little different. Slide your feet out a little bit so they're a bit wider away from one another. And then now I'm going to bring the knees right and left. Okay? So this is just going to loosen up those hip joints. It's going to help you to move a little bit through the low spine as well. You probably can feel your pelvis moving. So this is a nice little way to warm up all these parts, I think. Please breathe. Let's do 3 more here. One more each way. And then come back to the center. And you can walk your feet in a little bit towards one another and a little bit towards the tush. And we'll bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Let's do palms forward. And drawing the abdominals in a little bit, we'll start to let these arms make some nice big circles all the way around. Bringing your arms back towards the wall behind you. Taking a minute as you move around in this nice big circle just to feel the arms expanding and lengthening a little bit longer than you thought you could. And then even also through the spine, adjusting your parts along the way. Deep breaths. And around. And one more this way. And then let's go the other way. So down. Let this set be a little bit more of a smooth circle. Around. 3 more. 3. Turn your attention to your belly muscles a little bit more. Find some connections there. 1 more big circle. And then we'll come up over the chest. Now really turn your attention to your abdominals. Pull those abdominals in a little bit more. One arm is going to go down as the other one goes back and come and scissor switch. One arm down, the other one goes back. I'm keeping both of my palms forward. And I'm kind of energizing the fingers, keeping them together, really extending through the palm and the wrist there. We'll do 3 more here. 3 and 3 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. And we'll come on back up. Palms will now face one another. And I'm going to start to bring one leg up and then right back down, and the other leg up and then right back down. Just practice lifting one leg at a time. Continue to keep your breath moving. Stabilize the shoulders. As you lift one leg at a time, start to decrease the amount of time the foot spends on the floor. So it's like a quick little shift. which is just gonna require a little bit more abdominal connection here. And also, when you tap a foot down there, make it really nice and light. Okay, so we just went from having a full foot pressure to now just a little bit of a tap. And then you can also, like, if this variation is a little too much for you at this moment, spend a little bit more time. Let's do 3 more here. 3, and 3, and 2, and 2, and 1, and 1. Let's put both feet down for a moment. Bring both arms really wide. Bring the feet together and the knees wide. And give yourself a nice deep breath here. 1 more of these. And then legs and arms come back up. We're going to bring the legs back up to tabletop where they just were. Now we're going to move one arm opposite leg. So I'm going to bring my left leg down as I bring my right arm back, and I'll return to center. Other way. Left arm, right leg, and returned. As you move through this, there's no reason you have to go all the way to the floor. Even a small movement is still a lot of work. So challenge yourself by finding that range of motion that feels right for you. P.S. Here's your other challenge. As you move one arm and the opposite legs, the other 2 stay still. The other 2 are still. It's a little bit harder, in my opinion. Not that the goal is for this to be challenging, but requires a little bit more attention. Let's do 2 more here. 2, and 1. And hold here. Knees together, feet together. Let your calves relax on the back of your thighs. Lower and lift. Lower, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the feet all the way down. Take a nice deep breath there. Inhale, exhale. Okay, the belly's warm, right? Let's flip over. Come onto your belly. Come on to your other side. I often ask you guys to put your forehead down on the mat. Not everybody finds this particularly comfortable. If you need to put a pillow or something underneath your head, that's okay. Don't make it too big. All right, I'd rather you be on your forehead on something rather than resting on your chin, okay? So try to find that. Arms are going to come out east and west. And I'm going to lift my head a few inches. So I'm just looking down at the mat. And then I'm going to lower it down. And lift again. So the arms are just out to the sides. I'm not doing anything with them yet. And lower it down. Head comes up. Okay, so this is quite an exercise. Don't undervalue this. This is 10 pounds that we're lifting away from the floor-ish. And we'll do a few more here. Just breathe. See if you can lift your head and breathe. I'm keeping my eyes down at the mat. And 2 more. And lift. 1 more time. When you lift, gently draw the abdominals in and just get a little heavy through the hip bones and the pubic bone. Arms are going to start to move now. Head will stay lifted. Both arms are going to lift. When they lift, I'm not going to keep them completely east and west. I kind of want to bring them back a little bit. And then I'm going to lower my arms. 2 more. Lift. 1 more of just arms, and then we'll put the 2 together. Reach wide through the fingertips. Lower the arms and the head. And lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. 2 more. And lift. 1 more time. And lift. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath. Press yourself up. Quick little stretch. If a child's pose type stretch is not for you, do another one that you like. Exhale. One more. Okay. Coming back to our backs. Get your weights ready. I'm going to take my weights and put one on either side of my mat, so I can easily grab them with my arms, my hands. If yours feels a little bit heavy and there's like some other way that you want to do it, please organize that in whatever way you think is right, okay? I'm going to come all the way down to where we started. 5 pounds are really doable for me to reach over and grab, so I'm going to grab that. And we're going to scooch back to this like sort of bridge ready position, knees bent, feet flat. Arms are right by your sides. Just pick up your weights with your elbows bent. Have a quick peek at your elbows as you push your arms straight up towards the ceiling. I'd love for you to have just lots of energy, through your wrists. I said elbows, didn't I? Energy through your wrists as you reach up. So it's like your knuckles are coming to the ceiling and the wrists have like a strengthening movement to go as well. So try not to just release in that joint, but to energize it. And we're just going to do 6 more like this. So this should feel really doable, right? Okay, could you go heavier? Could you go lighter? Probably. This should feel really doable. See if you can work on filling your lungs up as you bring your arms down. And then exhaling as you come up. Like this is a core exercise, almost more than anything else. Exhale as you come up, finding sturdiness through your midsection. Let's just do 2 more. Exhale up. 1 more time. And then hold. Same exercise, but now palms forward, elbows wide. Extend and bend. Extend. Control on the way down. Control on the way up. Just 2 more. A little bit of a warm up for each position. 1 more. And come up. Turn your palms back in towards one another. Brace your abdominals as you bend your elbows and bring the weights either behind your head or quite close to your forehead. Breathe. As you bring your hands back, keep your back connected to the mat. Or if it's not connected to the mat, keep it from moving. Keep it stable as you bring your weights towards the floor. Last one here of our little warm-up set. And then hold. And now we're going arms wide and back up. So soft elbows, I think, wide and back up. 3 more. Inhale out. Exhale up. 2 more. Inhale out. Exhale up, and then 1 more time. And come up. Okay, bend your arms and put your elbows right by your sides. Extend and just put the weights down for a moment. We're going to be doing some bridge work and some more abdominal work. In this first part, the weights will be down by your sides. So just find a comfortable place right outside of your hips. We're going to kind of push down on the weights as the hips come up. Reaching through the knuckles, still lots of length through the wrist. Lower the hips and then come back up. Push through the weights as much as you're pushing through your feet. 5 more. And up. 4 more. And up. 3. 2. 1 more. Lower the hips. Bend your elbows. Okay, we just did this, pressing straight up. Continue to check out your wrists. This is how we're going to change this one a little bit. As you bring your elbows down, your feet are grounded. As you press up, we're going to bring one leg to tabletop. And then control it down. Other side. Reach and down. Reach. Make the land of your elbows and your feet light. A nice light land and a nice light switch of the feet, just to add a little bit more control. A little bit more control. 2 more here, 2 more sets. long through the neck. One more each way. Good. And then we're going to come down and down, weights down. Okay. This time I'm just going to put my hands on top of the weights, coming back to that bridge position with the feet. Keep adjusting your feet as you need to. Push down through the weights as you lift your hips. And then lower down. Some of you like to roll through the spine, tuck and roll up when you're doing these little bridges. That's okay. Some of you come up in a completely sort of neutral lift. Whatever it is that you naturally do first, the roll or the sort of neutral, just hinging lift, do the opposite a little bit too. So if you've already done a bunch of articulating ones, start nice and flat. And if you've already done flat ones, roll through a few times. And breathe. And I'm just going to do one more of the articulating variation because I already did the other ones. Good. Nice and easy there. And then we're coming back up again. So now wide elbows. And I'm bringing my legs up. Okay. Wide elbows. And they're just going to stay, my legs are just going to stay there as I move through a set with the arms. Adding that extra work through the abdominals. Breathe. And 7. And 6. And 5. And 4. 3. 2. Last one. And come up. Let's do legs down and arms down. All the way down. I'm going to bring my hands back on top of these weights. Another bridge variation here. Let's do feet together or close, feet close. Hips will come up just a bit. Lengthen the neck, lengthen the arms. Find connection there through your center. Push down through your right foot and bring the left leg up and back down again. Push down through your left foot and bring the right leg up and back down. Take your time here. Go from side to side. I don't care how high the leg comes up. You can even just lift your foot an inch and put it right back down. Focus a little bit more on the stuff we've been focusing on, that smooth sort of flow of the movements, being able to breathe, making a change if you need to. It's okay. Taking a break if you need to, trying again. Try not to hold your breath. Let's do one more each way. And then replace the feet down. Lower the hips. Release there. Grab your weights. Okay, so we're going to come back up again. Now we are on the tricep part with the arms. I'm going to put my weights together. And I'm going to come back to that exercise we did with the calves resting right on the back of the thigh. So we'll see if we can put these two together, if that feels okay. I'm going to do a bend of the arms, tap, re-extend, and then I'm going to tap and return. So one arms, one legs. Bend, tap, bend, tap and return. 4 more. 4. And 3. 2 more. 2. Last one. Ooh, come all the way down, okay? What's that you say? One more bridge variation? Okay. Bring your weights down by your sides again and put your hands on top of them. One more bridge variation it is. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Push through the heels and pick up the toes and the balls of the feet. Extend through the spine and your arms as you lift your hips and then lower back down. So for this one, the legs are wider, knees are wider, heels are wider. When you lift your hips, I'm not telling you to tuck, but just add that little bit of like you're pressing your hip bones and the pubic bone up to the ceiling. So you get a full extension through the legs. And then lower down. And we'll do 6 more. 6. P.S. If you want to add to this, you can rest the weights on your hips. They're right there, I guess, right? So if you want to grab them and rest them on your hips, that's going to add some resistance. We'll do 5 more. And 4. And 3. 2 more. Easy shoulders. And lower the hips. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Okay, this is our last arm variation here, arms to the ceiling. Softening the elbows, bringing the arms wide, and coming back up again, okay? You can choose to keep this one's a little bit more challenging for a lot of people, so do whatever you would like with your legs. I'm gonna come back up here and I'm just gonna hold my legs here. Wide. And 6. And 5. With control. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then bring the arms down and the feet down and the weights all the way down. Okay, we're gonna I'm gonna put those weights down. I'm gonna transfer them both to my side here, and I'm gonna roll onto my right side. We're gonna do a little side body work. This weight is gonna be right here. I'm gonna use it for the next exercise. So set yourself up like that. Try to get yourself onto your side here with your knees bent. Let's see how this 5-pound weight feels here. So quick, turn your attention to your midsection, your spine. Try and find a bunch of length there. And then you can grab that weight and see how this goes. We'll do 10. And 9. It's a little heavier than I usually go, but it feels okay. And 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. And 3. 2. Ooh, the last one's hard. 1, and then come all the way down. And I'm just going to put that weight there for a second. This hand is just going to rest right in front of the chest or the ribs. Top leg is going to make a nice big circle. Everything else is nice and still for 5 more. And 4. 3. See how many walls your knee can look at. That one, that one, that one, the floor. I don't know. Make it a nice big circle. Go the other way. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. And then hover over the bottom leg. Draw the abdominals in. Keep your upper body nice and still. Bring this top leg back and forward. Just float your hand off the mat maybe, or rest it on your abdominals. See if you can sort of be your own little hall monitor here, keeping everything nice and still as we move this leg back and forth. Let's just do 4 more. 4 and back and 3 and back. And 2, and back, one more time, forward, and back. Now come forward and pause. Take your top pointer finger, put it on your knee, just because I kind of think that's funny. Lower and lift the bottom portion of the leg. I don't know, I'm just going to go out on a limb and feel like I'm really good at keeping my knees still. I don't brag about much. I'm just going to go ahead and brag about that. Last 4. and 3, and 2, one more, woo, and then come all the way down. Okay, let's do another rotator set here, so grab your weight. We're gonna do 10, let's see how it goes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Yep, not so easy. Put the weight down, put that weight down. Let's do one more thing with this top leg before we flip over to the other side. I think I'm gonna add this weight behind it. If that feels too dicey, just leave it out. We'll see how it goes. Little combo here. We did circles and back and forth. Okay, so we'll do one of each just to see how this goes. Get yourself centered through your spine. A circle with the knee, 1, and then forward and back. And then a circle with the knee, and then forward and back. A circle with the knee, and then forward. I'm going to just take this circle the other way, around that way, and then forward and back, and we got to do one more. I think this is the other way, and then forward and back. And then let's take that weight out. Let's keep the top knee bent and extend the bottom leg. Bottom leg gets a little nice long stretch out there. You can really do whatever you want with this top hand. I'm just going to keep it here. Let's point the bottom foot, little pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Another set, maybe a little higher. 10, 9. Nice and straight through the legs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe a little higher. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg down. Let's bring both legs out together. Bring your hand in front of the ribs. Both legs get so long that they lift. You can add a head lift too. And then lower down. And lift. And lower. Maybe try even to not keep this hand on the ground or to be as light as you can. Last 4 here. 4. 3 more. Left. Try to be right on your side and not leaning forward or leaning back. 2 more. Belly button is in. 1 more time. Left. Hold here. Turn the heels together, the toes apart. Little beats between the heels. You're a dancer. You're a dancer. Last 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof, lower down. Quick stretch here. Bend the knees. Bottom arm forward. Take a deep breath. And then we'll roll back. And we'll have to flip over. Bring whatever you used with you to the other side. And maybe the other side is different. Maybe the other side needs a different weight. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. Okay, so the first thing we did was our rotator exercise, right? I think so. Okay, head on arm. Really lengthen out through your spine here. Try not to just be like kind of relaxed through the spine. Have energy through the spine. Even lift your ribs away from the mat and then grab that weight. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and then come all the way down. You can just leave the weight there, relax for a moment. Top leg is going to make a nice big circle, okay? As your top leg is moving, you're still nice and still and organized through the rest of you. How many walls can you make this knee see? This is mobility of this ball and socket joint. 2 more in this direction. Breathe. And then, of course, we'll go the other way, around. And 2, and 3, 4, one more, and return, come up and pause. And now we're going to bring the leg forward and back, and forward and back. Breathing along the way. Forward and back. Last 3. 3. Really try and keep your pelvis nice and still as you move this leg. And one more. And then we're going to bring the leg forward just for fun. Pinky on the knee. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Take a nice deep breath. I'm going to grab this weight. I'm going to do another set here. 10, 9, 8, and 7. Continue to lift your bottom ribs away from the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then lower all the way down. Okay, so now the option was to add a little bit of weight to resistance. Throw that weight back there. This hip feels a lot different. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to do a little combo. Try to pay attention to your direction for your circles. So we'll do a circle and then forward and back. And a circle and then forward and then back. One more this way. A circle and forward and back. Of course, we have to do the circle the other way and forward and back. We'll just do one more. Circle the other way and then forward and then back. Come back to center, hold here, grab the weight, and then come all the way down. Let's fully extend the legs. Fully extend your legs out. Try and get yourself on your side so you don't have to completely lean into your wrist or you're not leaning backwards, okay? So try and find that. Both legs get so long that they lift. Pull your belly button in here and then lower back down. You can add a little bit of a head lift if you want. A lot of people come up into this exercise. It certainly isn't wrong, but I think they think the only goal is to lift the head and the legs as high as they can. That's fine, but also just see if you can find as much length as you can. That's a nice, I think, goal as well too, just so you're not constricted through the neck or so it feels good also, almost like you're stretching out 2 ways. Let's do 2 more here with a nice deep breath. One more time, and then we lift and hold. You're a dancer, little beats between the heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the legs. Bend your top knee. I almost forgot this part. That would have been so sad. Lift the bottom leg. Little pulses up here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, a little higher for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, little higher for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Okay, let's do that stretch. Bottom arm down, knees are bent again, and open all the way up. Give yourself 3 more exhales here to release any tension you have in whatever parts you carry them in. And then we'll roll back to our side and come up to sit. Come up to sit. Okay, we're going to use these weights one more time. Bring your weights close to you as you come to your hands and your knees. Hands and knees. Okay? If you have any tenderness in your knees or your wrists, you can maybe fold your mat in half and put it underneath your wrists, or grab a towel and put them under your knees, something like that. So we're going to start here by taking the weight and put it right between the hands. Putting it right between the hands. Before we do anything with that weight, let's round the spine. And then arch. And round. And arch. One more each way with a deeper breath. And then come back to the center, a little side to side. Look at your foot or your tush. Feel the ribs open each time you stretch over. Feel that stretch through your side. One more each way. And then let's come back to the center here. Keeping your upper body stable, we're going to extend one leg out. Oftentimes when people extend a leg out, that same hip, like I just brought my right foot out, that hip goes up or down or somewhere. Try and keep your hips even with one another. Bring the knee back in and come over to the other side and extend that leg out. Keep alternating here, just like we did in the beginning of class with lifting one foot at a time. As you lift and extend one leg at a time, aim for that like little bit of flow, a little bit of stillness. Belly connection here is helping to make this a little bit more smooth. The next time you extend your left leg out, we're going to hold. Hold there. The right hand is going to grab onto this weight. P.S. Maybe like having a weight here is not a good idea for you. You can do it without it as well. Left leg is out. Right hand has the weight. I'm going to bring my right elbow right by my side. Not higher. Right by my side. And I'm going to extend and bend. Extend. Please keep your head in line with all the rest of the parts. Not sinking down towards the floor. Just 3 more here. 3. And 2. 1 more. Put the weight down, but bring the arm out to the right. Back leg, little lift and lower. Hips are still. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold. Point the back foot. Reach out through the fingers. Lower both. Lift both. Lower both. Lift both. Last 3. Ooh, lots of belly work. 2 more. Long through the neck. Last one here. And come all the way down. I'm just going to sit back for a second. Grab a stretch. Relax my forehead. Take a breath. And then, of course, we have to do the other side. So you're going to extend your right leg out, lengthen through the spine, grabbing the left weight, the hand with the left, oh my God, the weight with the left hand. Bring the elbow right by your side, extend and bend. Extend and bend. Stretch out through the back foot, stretch out through the crown of the head. Last 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Put the weight back down. Bring your left arm out to the side. Right leg lift and lower. Lift and lower. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring them both down and then lift them both. Lower down. Last 5 here. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. Last one here. And 1 more of those stretches. Just a reminder, if child's pose isn't for you, just do something else. You can lean your hips right and left here a couple of times. And then we'll come back to the center. And return to hands and knees. One more little mat thing here, okay? A little modified push-up. There's so many ways to do this. Hands directly under shoulders, keeping your spine nice and long. You can always come against the wall if you're just feeling done in this position. That's okay. I'm going to bring my hands forward and I'm going to angle the rest of the body a bit. Belly button is in. We're just going to do 6 with deep breaths. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Bring your hands back in. Bring your knees wide and your feet wide. And a little twist. A little twist. 2 more sets here. Breathe. One more each way. And reach. Okay. One more thing here before you're free to have your day back to yourself. Come onto your tush. Have a seat with your tush and bring the legs off to the side. Like, I call this a Z sit. My feet are to the right. My knees are facing forward. It doesn't matter what direction your legs are facing. We're gonna move around, okay? I'm gonna go like this. So, hands are gonna come behind you, but try to be kind of light into your hands a little bit, so you're not putting a super lot of weight into them. And we're gonna keep the feet where they are, but bring the knees over. P.S. This isn't right for everyone, okay? This is for knee, hip mobility, among other things. Feet stay where they are. Knees travel. As you go from side to side, do what you need to do. Everyone's got different mobility and different feelings here. My goal for myself is to get here and to sit up kind of tall. As you can see, I'm bringing my hands around. Maybe that's not what you're doing, maybe because you can't, or maybe you're doing something else. P.S. The next level is keeping your hands in front of you the whole time as you go side to side. I'm not doing that today, but sometimes I do. But this feels nice. Well, It feels like a stretch. It feels like a bit of work for sure. We're just going to do a few more here. Make sure you're breathing and not holding your breath. And I'll do one more each way. One more. Good. And then I'm going to make my way onto my hands and knees because I'm going to come up to stand through a down dog. You can join me if you'd like. Curl those toes forward. And do what you need to do to come up into down dog. Bent knees are fine. Try to get the arms long and the head heavy. And just take a nice deep breath if you'd like. If you can spend a minute there. And then one more. And I'm going to walk my hands and my feet in towards one another. And then come into a hang with the upper body. Maybe the knees are a little soft. Head is heavy again. One more good breath here. And then connect to the floor. Push it away as you roll up. The head is the last thing to arrive. When you get to the top, stand nice and tall. And we'll just bring the arms up towards the ceiling. You can hook your thumbs and then reach all the way up. And we'll do a little side stretch here. And over to the other side. This time we can do a bit of a roll through. So reach over to one side and then scoop your belly round through to the other side. And then lengthen out. And then one more of those. And then come to the top. We'll bring the arms down here. Okay, one more standing thing here. We're bringing our feet about hip distant. Just about hip distant. Maybe we'll start here, hands on hips. Spread the toes apart. Get your feet into the floor fully. Heels inside of the heel, outside of the heel, whole foot. A lot of us have things going on with our feet. Try to connect to the ground the best you can. Shift into the right foot and then back to the center. Shift into the left foot and then back to the center. Quick note here. A lot of times when I tell people to do this, they do this like cute little situation. That's fine. It's not wrong. But instead of sort of sinking through the outside hip, bring it with you because we're eventually going to be picking up these toes. Okay? So practice if you haven't yet. Bringing that weight with you from the other side and getting nice and light. And the next time you come over into your right foot, we're going to now flex the left foot and just hold here. You can keep your hands here or you can bring your arms out nice and wide. Push the floor away, lift the chest, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And we'll come over to the other side. Shift, lift, find all those good connections, and breathe. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. One more each way, a little different. I'm going to do arms wide, shift, left. This time outside leg, little circle. 3, 2, we got to go the other way. 3, 2, 1, and return. And then one more step. Pause here, shoulders down. Bring the outside leg out. Little circle, breathe to your belly. 2, 1. Ooh, this side's wobbly. Other side. 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way down. Walk your feet back in towards one another. Stand in a comfortable position. Arms long. Right ear to right shoulder. Roll through to the other side. And then come back to the center. And then other way. Left. Roll through. Roll around to the other side. Come back to the center. Stand nice and tall. Inhale, reach up. And then come on back down. We did it, you guys. Have a super awesome day. May the force be with you.